Hello. Today we're gonna have a conversation with a very good American man, but who really hates politics. So let's hear about his opinion on politics.
Hi,
Okay. Hi.
hi Jenny.
How are
Good
you?
to good to
Mm.
talk to you again.
Yeah. Thank you. Good to
I
talk to
hope
you.
you're doing well in Korea.
Thank
Uh,
you.
so what do you want to talk about today?
Yeah, today I want to talk about uh, why so many Korean and American people hate politics. And I just want to hear your
Oh,
honest opinion. And my audience, I think they're interested in Americans' perspective, why you hate politics as much as Korean people.
oh,
Mm.
oh yeah, yeah. Congratulations if you hate politics because I hate politics as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, there's too many politics. There's uh, too much media talking about politics all the time. People are very opinionated on both sides about why they think things are right and why the other side is wrong. And it creates a lot of toxicity. It creates a lot of negative uh, uh, atmosphere um, among family and friends. And I think it's probably good to just stop talking about politics
Mm.
because politics can ruin friendships and can ruin a family dinner.
Oh, really? Oh my God, that extent? I didn't know that. Like, can you
I
give me
think,
some example?
yeah, sure. So I think, a lot of people, when they get together, they haven't seen their family in a long time and they get together to celebrate something, and there's always some uncle or somebody, a brother or maybe a sister, that wants to talk politics and wants to force their political opinion on the other person who probably doesn't want to hear about politics. I mean, there's so many things to talk about. There's probably 1 million things you could talk about besides politics. As a matter of fact, there's a book that I believe it's titled "A Million Things to Talk About Besides Politics." So,
Mm.
if you want to have better friends and better relationships, my advice to you is to not talk about politics. Talk about the things you're thankful for. Talk about things that you're going to do that are positive, like traveling or cooking or your dog or whatever, or what you got at the market today, or what amazing thing happened in your family. Your sister got married, or your parents have been together for a long time, and they really love each other. You
So,
know,
have you had like bad experience or from the talking about politics in your within your family? Like it turned out to be a big fighting or something like that?
yes.
Okay, give me some details of that.
And the number one thing is two things:
Uh huh.
don't talk about politics and don't talk about religion,
Right, right.
because um, it's not a discussion
Mm-hmm.
or an argument
Mm.
that anybody will win, because no one ever always agrees with anything the other person is saying.
Yeah, so give me
That's why they
details.
call it political.
Right, was that your like brother or uncle? Just give me that
Oh,
details of the accident.
oh,
Mm.
details of the accident.
Right, right. So
Oh,
the
oh my God.
event.
Oh,
Mm.
oh. so many things I could talk about, but we're not supposed to talk about politics. But geez. So, for example,
Mm-hmm.
maybe some actor, some American actor, thinks that he can uh, use his fame to have a political opinion of things uh, um, that somebody else doesn't agree with. So maybe you love an actor or an actress, and then they talk about something political, and then you don't agree with it, and all of a sudden you don't like them anymore because their comments are inflammatory uh, and negative.
Okay, but that's
Uh,
a like celebrity. Like I was talking
oh,
about
you mean like
things
a
in
family member?
right direct. It was like direct events within your family or friends and stuff.
Oh,
Did you ever end the relationship with someone because of the difference of the the viewpoint of politics?
I never personally ended a relationship because of politics, but I know I know several people
Mm,
that lost longtime friends because they had different political opinions than their friend, and
mm,
they're so passionate about that they're right, and the other person is wrong, that it broke their friendship. It broke their friendship, which is really, really unnecessary.
right.
Unnecessary because your relationships with your friends and your family are so important, and you shouldn't let your opinion or your conspiracy theory or whatever political agenda you're trying to get across
Mm,
get in the way of your great relationship with your wife or your husband
mm.
or your friends or your uncle or your family. It's
Okay.
just not worth it.
Okay, okay.
Talk
Then,
about cooking instead.
right, right. So, so you never watch news or TV these days?
I boycotted watching the news because the news is so negative, it makes me feel bad.
Really?
It's like addictive, and then you watch it, and it becomes this looming thing in your life that you can't get rid of, and it makes things in your life more negative. Have you ever heard of the power of positive thinking?
Right, right.
So if you act positive and you're positive and you think positive things, then good things will happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's better to concentrate on the positive things in your life,
Mm-hmm.
make yourself better,
Mm,
right?
mm.
Uh, uh, Reinvent yourself, improve yourself,
Yeah.
educate yourself more, make connections with people you haven't talked to in a long time,
Right. Okay, okay.
you know,
Hold on, hold on.
things like that.
So, why politics is negative in America, you think?
I think the politics are negative in America because they uh, generally, the news and the media makes people scared and makes people objective, opinionated, and angry.
Angry. Like, like, give me some example. So when are you angry most? Like, what kind of news or politics makes you most angry?
Uh, it all makes me pretty angry, but
Mm,
well, when I hear things in America like people are uh, breaking into stores and stealing things, and 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 the government or the mayors are letting it happen, and they they say it's okay because they're trying to make a statement, and it's not a way to protest. Uh,
mm,
uh, ruining people's living, their stores and their things that they work so hard for to make a statement is so wrong. But the
mm,
media somehow turns that around. that that's okay to protest in that fashion. And that makes me very angry. I think that I like law and order. I think if you do something wrong, that you should be punished for it, and you shouldn't be allowed to do things like that. So, I mean, if you're going to make a statement, make it a peaceful statement. Your voice should be heard. And when you get together with your friends and coworkers that feel the same, and you make a political statement because it's something you believe in that's going to affect your life and hopefully make things better for you, then you should do it.
Right. Recently, I saw the long line of hungry Americans who is waiting to get some food. Food line. Have you watched that line recently?
Well, there's a lot of people out of work in the restaurants and gig workers in America. So what's going on here is a lot of mayors and governors are in different states, different districts, are implementing their laws differently, where some restaurants are closed, some are open partially, and a lot of people that worked in that industry are not working, and they're suffering. They're suffering bad. So it's sad to see. So a lot of people are hungry. A lot of people are hurting.
Have you seen the line by yourself directly somewhere?
I haven't seen the line personally. I mean, I have seen it on the news. And I know there's more homeless people now. There's more of a problem with homeless people.
Really?
Yeah, there's a huge problem in LA, Los Angeles. They have huge tent encampments, where people
live in a tent?
Live in the tents, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Yeah, so that's becoming a problem because they're like on the sidewalks and everywhere.
Wow.
And then there's disease because they're not living right. They're not living healthy.
Right. They don't have bathroom, right? Do they have public bathroom to wash?
Yeah, some of the governors bring in like temporary potties or temporary bathrooms.
Oh, really?
Things like that, and then volunteer workers are bringing food, and there's some certain programs where people come around and feed people, so that's a very positive thing. I think that's a very positive thing that everybody should be involved in. If you know that there's people in your town or city that need help, because they're hungry or they're homeless, and you can help somehow through like an outreach program, volunteer some of your time. I think that that's priceless. I think that that's a very humane, nice thing to do. So everybody should consider somehow giving to charity or giving some of their time at least, to help. My parents have always given to charities to help less fortunate people.
Right.
Even if you could just give a little bit, find a charity that you believe in. And this might give you some more meaning. Might give you a little bit more meaning to your life if you help somebody less fortunate than you.
Right.
Because there are a lot of people that are less fortunate than you, even though you think that you're not feeling very good because you might not be working or you might not be doing as well as you did sometime before. I think it's a good human thing to do, to help people if you can.
Right. So help people help less fortunate people and love your neighbors. I think that's politics.
Well, that can be a good politics.
Yeah, that could be a good politics.
Well, yeah. I mean, community involvement is good politics.
Right. So you like politics, actually.
I like good politics. I don't like negative media
Bullshit politics, right? Scary. media,
You know,
political, social politics you don't like, right?
no, I don't. And I don't like politicians.
Right. You don't like propaganda or biased
No.
opinions who's trying to brainwash
Right.
Americans. Fake news, right?
Brainwashing is a very accurate description of politics.
Oh, really?
Brainwashing.
You think? Oh, so what?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do you think many mass media, like mainstream media, is brainwashing Americans?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. They want to. They have an agenda. They want you to believe in certain things,
Mm-hmm.
and they want you to obey them.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't say that directly,
Mm-hmm.
but they want you to believe in certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they get that message across is to constantly broadcast that message to the masses, to the public.
Mm.
You know, just like they do that in communist countries too, right?
Right, right,
Right? They only give them a certain message,
right,
and they it's not a message of positivity or good
right,
feelings.
right,
It's usually a message of negativity,
right,
and you know, I think scaring people is good. It's not a good tactic, but it's a tactic that they use.
right.
So it's very insidious. They do it very slowly and very constantly, and it's everywhere. So the best thing to do is to not watch so much politics. It's okay to know what's going on, but it's also better to have your own opinion of things, find your own information, form your own opinion.
Right. Have a critical
Instead of
thinking, right?
critical thinking, and stop believing everything everybody's telling you based on their opinions.
So, in terms of good politics, it's like more just going out on the street and taking action and helping your neighbor, right? That's unfortunate people.
That's good politics.
Okay, that's good politics. So don't just sit and watch every negative news and comments and right, just being brainwashed.
So figure out what you're passionate about and how you can make a positive impact, a realistic, you know, a real positive impact.
Right.
Something that you can really do, something that you can really achieve, and do that, and concentrate your energy in that positive direction. And I think that you'll feel better about where you are right now and who you are, and you may even affect some other people and make them feel better.
Right, right.
So that's my message of the day.
Right. Wow. So I think I named the wrong title then, you know? So Talk with American Who Hates Politics is wrong title. I think Talk with American Who Loves Good Politics so much, right?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. It was very, very nice to talk to you. Hope you have
nice to talk to you too.
Good night and talk to you again. Bye bye.
All right. Have a nice night. Thanks.